Mukasa. This is Mukasa Afrikan American. I've been waiting to do this video on Barack Obama. This is the first political YouTube video. I've uploaded a lot on combat, female self-defense. We even have some videos on African spirituality and rites of passage, the culture wars. But I've been really anxious to do this piece on Barack Obama and the sellout of black leadership. So first thing I wanted to make note of is the fact that I've been very critical on this whole Obama issue from the very beginning. And I just want to cite in last year, March the 8th, I wrote a piece, posted a piece, Ignoring Signs in the Road, where people in last year, people started to get slightly critical. Over 90% of the black voting population voted for Obama. I think no politician should get 90% of our vote unless they're speaking 90% in our interests. And he absolutely was not. On his 100 days in office, I wanted to celebrate, unlike everybody else though. I wrote 100 days of bullcrap. 100 days of bullcrap. I was looking for a better word to use than bullcrap, and I just really couldn't find any. This was March the 3rd, 2009, that I did this piece. I blogged when he first got into office. Also in 2009, I posted a piece, The Age of Obamaism, serving the interests of white supremacy, serving the interests of corporate America, serving the interests of white imperialism. So I just wanted to preface this quick dialogue with that. When Obama was elected, he was supposed to be the one. He was supposed to be the Messiah. And he played on this whole Messiah complex. He would come to the black churches and he would give very different campaign speeches than the ones that he would give, you know, before, you know, his political colleagues and before the universities and just the regular, not regular I shouldn't say, but the non-black voting population. But then when he would come into the black churches, you know, he would be preaching. He wouldn't be giving policy speeches. He wouldn't be talking about his campaign platform. And one of the things that stood out in my mind, and you go and look at this video, he was at a black church, and some light was coming in the stained glass window, and he said, "You see that light up there?" He said, I'm paraphrasing, but he basically said, "My message is like that light. It's coming through that window. It's going to come through that window, and it's going to tell you, the light is going to shine on you, and it's going to say, vote for Obama." That's, you playing on the Messiah complex talking like that. You know, a message is going to come from God and tell you to vote for Obama. So, you know, everybody was so disappointed with George Bush, and Barack Obama ran on an anti-war, anti-Bush platform. He did. He has not been anti-war, and he has not been anti-Bush. He's been very pro-Bush. He's been very pro-military, pro-American militarism abroad, pro-American imperialism, and he's been pro-war. He's a warmonger much more successfully than Bush. So my problem, my very serious problem, is that we didn't study the political system. We didn't study the political system as a people, and we did not study Barack Obama as a person. We didn't look at his background. Barack Obama was in cutthroat politics back in Chicago. When he was, you know, a politician in Chicago, he was in cutthroat politics then, and he's still in cutthroat politics in the White House. So what's the role of leadership? What's the role of black leadership? We can't change who becomes the president. I know some of you believe that your vote counts. It does not. We can't change the policies that are put in place, but we can at least speak up and speak out about it. And Barack Obama has done a lot for us to speak out about it. I'll just say outright, just so you're clear where I stand. If you're not, he's a sellout Negro. He's a Negro puppet Manchurian candidate, black face on white power in the White House. If you are unclear on where I stand, let me say that. Now, what has he done? He's expanded wars in Afghanistan, in Pakistan. He's dropping bombs in Yemen. He's dropping bombs in Libya along with NATO. He's causing unrest in Iran. He's causing unrest in many other parts of the world. He killed the 3 Somali, you call them pirates, I call them coast guardsmen, because they're protecting their coast. No different from if Russian ships came into the Gulf of Mexico and started, taking all of the fish out of the water against our will. The U.S. would do something about that. Well, those are Somali waters, regardless of what you think about the Somali government. And there's a lot of unrest in Somalia, a lot of which is due to the U.S., but they have a right to protect their coast. So he has not closed Gitmo, and that was nonsense, because Gitmo is one of hundreds of secret prisons, U.S. prisons around the world. But in his campaign, he said he would close Gitmo. He didn't. He didn't pull out of Iraq. It's a military base in Iraq, one of the biggest superstructures in the world, military superstructures in the world. You don't build a military superstructure the size of several football fields and say that you're going to close. You're going to end the war. There are military bases around the world, secret prisons around the world. All of this has been going on under Barack Obama. So there's plenty for us to speak out about. Additionally, I thought that everybody, I'm thinking, what good can come out of this? Everybody's voting for Obama. So I was thinking that maybe our non-political, apolitical people would study the political process. We would look and we would really see how is the office of the presidency run, regardless of who is in office, black, white, or whatever, regardless of who is in office. I'm thinking that we would begin to study Bilderberg. You don't even hear the pundits, the political, conservatives and liberals and everybody in between. You don't even hear them talking about Bilderberg. This is what should tell you that everything you watch on television is crap. Bilderberg is composed of billionaires, not millionaires, billionaires, royalty from various countries, multinationals. They dictate U.S. policy. They dictate to the presidency of the United States and other countries. This is part of the secret government of the world. You can call it conspiracy if you want. That's the way people, try to clean away the dialogue, any critical dialogue about Bilderberg. But how is it that all of these billionaires meet, and when they meet, there's no press about it? It's almost zero press about it. They dictate U.S. policy. They dictate the policy in other countries. So I'm thinking that people would begin to look into the Bohemian Grove, where these primarily Republican conservatives, they go out and they meet in the Bohemian Grove. Some Democrats, such as Obama, go out there, they meet with them, and they dictate policy. They dictate how we live as a people. So when I say that I'm anti-establishment, that's what I mean. I'm anti-Bilderberg. I'm anti-Bohemian Grove. I'm anti the Council of Foreign Relations, CFR. Obama has done nothing different. Now, let me get to my point while I'm winding down. Let me bring this home here for you. The black leadership sold black people down the toilet. We were flushed down the toilet and sold down the river because people like Farrakhan said Obama was given to us by the Almighty. And now he's speaking out against them. But you sold us down the river with all of the rest of black leadership. Cornel West, who is now critical of Obama, you were one of his biggest fans. We should never be critical about a politician. You praise politicians when they're no longer in the White House or when they're no longer in government and they've done the work for us as a people. We were not critical about Barack Obama, and he said nothing for us. He went to the eternal flame and cried tears. He tried to. They didn't come out. He tried to cry at the Jewish eternal flame. And I'm not saying, loss of any life is wrong. But when he went to the slave dungeons in West Africa, he was dressed like he was going to Disneyland. You know, him, Michelle, and the children, they looked like they were on their way to roller coasters. But when you went to the Jewish Eternal Flame, it was a solemn and serious and somber occasion. But you don't have that for your own people. Obama has done a great deal to confuse us about African identity. He calls himself a mongrel, a mutt, a mulatto. This is what he calls himself. When we're trying to discover who we are as African people all over the world celebrated Obama. And I say wrongly so. You don't celebrate politicians just because they're getting in office. So I understand he's supposed to be the first black president. He's not. There were some mixed black presidents that didn't recognize that they were black. You can look at J. Rogers' work on that. But now black leadership, some black leadership is not saying anything. Some are saying a few words. Your problem is that Obama was even praised by the nationalist radical black leadership. It's a problem. So we got some cleanup work to do. This is a very wasted time in our history with all of these emotions and energy that went into Obama. It's a great failure. He is a Condoleezza Rice. He is a Colin Powell. He is a Clarence Thomas. The only difference is that he's in a different party. But black leadership sold us down the river, and hopefully we'll wake up. I will absolutely, most definitely be YouTubing, blogging, and everything else and more on Barack Obama. But I'm very glad to share this with you. You can go to my site and you can see that I've been critical on the Obama presidency from the very beginning. I have every right to be critical. I did not vote for him. Very glad that I didn't. I would recommend that you vote for Cynthia McKinney or even Dennis Kucinich. He's at least pro-reparations. Cynthia McKinney, as you know, she's a straight-up radical, but don't vote for Negroes, and don't vote for people who are pro-military. Don't vote for people that are going to want to drop bombs on innocent children and women. This is Mukasa Afrika, and these are my thoughts. Thank you.